Good morning, everyone. Welcome. I often find with yoga, it's hard to remember each set we do, but there's something, we're talking about vibration, there's something around the movements and the vibration and the intention of us being as well as we possibly can, that it's like the aroma. You can't always describe orange blossom, but when you smell it, you know it. It's that idea that the more we connect things together, the more they actually wire together and they become nearly seamless. And so as we practice on all of our sessions, we do it with that intention of not always, there's not a magic rescue in every session, but it's the essence, it's the aroma that lingers with us and we remember. So welcome. We're going to explore today how a gentle set around moving energy. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It's the first law of physics. But what we can do is we can move energy. So where our attention goes, our energy flows. So as we bring our attention to one thing, say a pain, the energy will flow there and you'll feel the pain. So where our attention goes, that's where our energy flows. So as we focus our attention on shifting our energy today to being as well as we possibly can be, to quieten the thought waves of our mind, to quieten the pain body, to quieten the anxieties, the more we can bring our attention and shift our attention to the heart center, where there is no fear. Whether we live, whether we die, we are present. No one can threaten us because we are who we are. So as we come into this practice, let's come with our hands in prayer mudra, just feeling into it, feeling into this heart center, right at the center of our beings. Feeling the energy coming in through the nose and consciously bringing it into the body, holding it a moment, allowing it to, the energy to penetrate to the darker places, and breathe out, releasing the energy. It's a circular energy in this universe. The big challenge, I think, of the next thousands of years will be to move away from separation, that our strength is in unity of being one. Feeling it now as we circulate our breath, breathing in, circulating around the body, and then breathing out and circulating it back to the environment. Continue drawing in from the environment, imagining a circular movement, circulating it in your body, going through the blood, organs, nerves, brain, and then circulating it back. At the end, there is no private ownership. As Banksy showed us, that we all own and belong to all things. Where our energy goes, where our attention goes, our energy flows. So allowing it to, the attention to be in the circulating of the energy. that all is well at the center point 0. Bringing attention now to between your hands, that we hold sacred that which we have been loaned on earth. Releasing the left brain from needing to grab and take. The law of generosity breeds generosity, though some will steal, like the magpie. Feeling the circulating on our community allotment, a garden. We put out all the ripe, very juicy, sweet tomatoes, and the runner beans, the squashes. And there's always enough. And others share with us. Come pick the raspberries, they're plentiful. But on our garden, we intentionally do not have a boundary or a fence. We invite people into the community space. Come pick some. And we risk the magpies, feeling the circulation through the metaphor, without boundary, without fear. Now with the breath now settling and centering our body on this intention of moving our energy into this communal circular space, we chant Om Namo Gurudev Namo, bowing to this infinite energy we cannot own, but it circulates through us, and we can open the channels to allow it to circulate more and more. So let's just breathe in deeply and out, and in to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Breathe in. Hold the stillness of being in the face of the frantic world, the struggling earth, the wars, the conflict, and release back to the circulating energy of the universe, where we can begin to see from a bigger place. So we're going to move into doing a Sufi grind, so warming our body up. And I'm going to be playing the Indian flute and Tibetan bowls all through this session. So just listening to it in the background. Moving our bodies, listening to the ancient sounds of the flute and the bowls, focusing where our attention goes, our energy will flow. Bringing your attention to this infinite sound of the flute as it circulates and draws us towards the center of our being. Feeling right down into the sitting bones, feeling right down to that lower triangle. And be kind to your body and don't put barriers up. But where there is a barrier, maybe notice it. Notice where there's a pain that might be a barrier. Notice how your breath is moving as you circulate the energy around the lower chakra. Softening the outside body, trusting the skeleton to hold you. Letting the breath take you as it circulates round. Gently easing into the movement. Where there is pain, bring attention. Say, I know you're there. I've got you. And just watch as your body slowly releases and relaxes, and so how the energy can move more gently into those painful places. Keeping the body soft, making the movement slightly bigger, rounder, feeling into your sitting bones as they sit firm on the seat or on the ground, dropping down, as Kabat-Zinn says, right down into the infinite. And come to a point of zero stillness. Sense into your body. Bring the attention to where the energy is flowing. And change directions. Easing your way in. Feeling it now as it goes up the spine. See if we can move each vertebra one by one. Let the energy flow through the vertebra. As we get older, often we have back pain, our vertebra can crumble, nerves get trapped. It's really painful. Breathe into it. Softening your way, because the first defense reaction is to shut off, close down, tense up. Opening these channels gently, purely. Making the circle now bigger as you go up the spine towards the shoulders. Coming now to the center. Notice what's happening in your body. Just notice it. Like we're rocks on the river, dammed up. Listening to the fluidity of as we remove the boulders, the rocks, the dam that create so much tension in our bodies. Now we're going to move into the next movement, which is having our feet out. To shake them. A familiar warm up where we hold Our backs are straight, stretching up, straight back, and dropping your shoulders, your lower spine down to wherever you can hold comfortably. It could be your shins, your ankles, or your toes. Tucking your chin in, feeling your back straight. As we hold these asanas, these postures, we allow the energy to circulate. Otherwise, we are like leaves with trying to suck up water, but the water just drops off them. And now begin gently to move up and down, stretching the sciatic nerve at the back of your leg. Consciously being aware of how you're circulating energy, where the energy is going. Where your attention goes, your energy will flow. Focusing in on the breath, the lowest denominators we go to tension and fear, anxiety, till sometimes we collapse into depression because it overwhelms us. Shifting the energy, allowing it to move away from the stagnant waters, just letting it be released so it can flow. Now holding firmly, pull your spine up as straight as you can. Pull the root lock, hold your breath, drawing the energy, circulating it under pressure up your spine. Both side channels, supporting the center channel, where the energy can flow freely. And release down. Just take a moment to notice how your energy is flowing. And we're going to go now into the next exercise, which is a counterbalance exercise for moving forward. We're going to have our hands behind us on the seat, feeling your back supported by your arms. You're going to bend up with your head supported, inverted posture from the last one. So we're bending our back, supported by the hands behind. And you're going to flex and point your feet. Point on the in-breath and release on the out-breath. And as you point, your head goes back. And as you release, your head goes forward. Nice slow movement. And stay with where the energy is going. Feel it in your feet. I'm more aware of how the energy is flowing through your nervous system, through your neck, through your back, through your shoulders, through your brain. As your breath becomes regulated, you allow it to circulate. Now the body starts picking up the messages, the neurons fire. And then they wire, circular motion of a circular circuit rather than giving us electric shocks. Last few. Eyes looking up to the brow point. And release the posture. Coming back to sitting comfortably. Notice. So much is happening around us in nature, but we don't notice it till we look and see. We're noticing it in our own bodies, in spite of the struggles, the pains, sufferings. We're noticing how the energy is flowing. Come now into the next exercise, which is bringing one leg up to the thigh, or if you're sitting on a chair, just bring it to where you can. The other leg is out. You're feeling this triangle of the leg, and the other leg is straight out. So we're going to be making two triangles, one with the knee and the foot up against the thigh. And the other one is we're going to lift our hands up to straighten our back, twist around to that foot and come down. Release the shoulders, drop them, move from the lower part of the body and feel the circulation, whether you hold your shin, your knee or your toes, it doesn't matter. Eyes looking up, chin down, back straight. And feel the energy as it goes round both these circuits, both these triangular circuits. The toe connecting to the pituitary, up the sciatic nerve, through the back, and right up to the crown, circulating around. It's as if when it reaches the third eye, just between the eyes, it joins in a chorus with the infinite triangles, the triune God, creator, sustainer, dissolver. Just like our breath creates, it sustains, and then it dissolves. See if you can relax in this posture and see if you can just bend down that little bit more, surrendering to the position, trusting, noticing where the energy is flowing. Keep the outside of the body soft, gentle. Now we're going to come up and change legs. So you're getting into the two triangles as best you can. Lifting your hands up, stretching the energy channels up through the spine, bending towards the other foot and coming down. circulate the energy. Stagnant energy collapses down, and it has to go somewhere. It creates sparks, sometimes of anger, irritation, or it starts burning us up like an electric shock. Let the energy circulate and flow. And come down a bit more, surrendering, trusting as we release the energy to flow. We hold energy in many ways by holding our breath, holding tension in our muscles, and slowly release back up. Let's come into a sitting posture and again notice how that energy is flowing through your body, holding the different positions. So we activate that energy consciously. Listening to the infinite sound. Where does the sound go? It vibrates, it circulates. Come to the next exercise, which is again putting one leg out and keeping the other leg on the thigh. And what we're going to do is we're going to, with the side of the leg that's bent, put your hand behind. Put the other hand over that knee and just twist around, looking over your shoulder. It's a body twist. Your eyes are open, looking over your shoulder. Long, deep breath. Your foot against your thigh. Structure of that triune God. And release it. And change legs. So the leg is bent, put your hand behind the back. Opposite hand over the knee. And twist around towards the hand on the ground. And let the energy flow through this posture, through some of the harder places, like the neck, the eyes. We're opening portals for energy channels. Notice how your breath is. Is it jagged? Is it tense? Is everything supporting this posture and the rest of your body? And how are they supporting it? This is a community activity with no borders, no fences, no barbed wire, no locked gates. Feeling into it as the whole of your body responds. And release. And we're going to do the same one, this time slightly differently. We're going to hold the one leg out and that hand onto the leg. You could hold it onto your toe, onto your shin or your knee, and do the same thing with the other hand behind, moving round. So you're feeling another triangle, just for a little bit. Release it. And the other side. So it's a bit of a less of a stretch because we were on that knee, we're now on the straight leg. And the more we repeat these movements, the more we notice. It's a little bit like sitting by the river. To begin with, we notice anything but shade, light, water. As we sit, we notice the dragonflies dancing. Notice the birds flitting. This is what we're doing in our body. We're just sitting by the riverside of our own bodies. The energy flows, watching where it goes. And release. Come back into just normal sitting posture. Hands facing up. Imagining your body like a river flowing with rocks that have been removed, pebbles that have been painful. We surrender to the river without resistance, allowing the energy to move. Noticing wherever there's pain. And drawing attention, giving attention to it. And breathing into it, like you would to a hurt, wounded child. And all the time feeling the energy in your hands as it circulates back to the infinite and round. Now we're slowly going to move into spinal flex, so holding onto your shins or your ankles. Just moving the energy up and down the spine. Coming forward and back, releasing, stretching, opening, trusting the fluid motion of the river, circulating down to the ocean, evaporating back up, returning back to the source of the river. Everything happens in this moving circular energy. Bring attention to the rocking of the lower spine on the chair. And your sitting bones, everything being held by the bowl of the pelvis. Whole body aligned, supported. And coming back sitting quietly, noticing by the riverside how the energy is moving and shifting. Just bringing your fingers touching in your lap, connecting with the energetic fields. Cannot be taken away, stolen, given. They are not for sale. One of the great gifts of Banksy. He steals himself into art galleries to prove his point that it belongs to all. He hangs a painting and it stays there for all to see. Prophets of our time speak of this circulating energy. All we can leave is love, honesty, truth. Feeling the energy between your fingers. Notice what's happening in your heart. Where is your attention going? What are you noticing that you hadn't noticed before? See the dragonfly. If you can nearly feel the blood as it circulates in your body, coordinating with breath, going back to that first exercise, breathing in, feeling that the oxygen circulating in the body, every organ, every muscle, every thought, releasing it back to where it came. We live in a Western world that's very linear. The only way to live a linear world is to fall off the edge. One day, just as they discovered the world was round, we will discover anew that energy circulates in a round way, not in a linear way. Now we're going to move into an exercise which will adapt. The exercise is a back crawl, it's a crossover. So it's working left and right brains. I'll show you the whole exercise. If you can, if you're lying on the ground, your knees are just bent. And we're going to lift one knee up and the opposite arm up. So it's a crawling, so we're working both sides of the brain. That goes down, the other one comes up. Now if you're sitting, you can just move like this. One leg goes up, and then the other. So it's a cross movement where we're moving and circulating now the energy in the brain between left and right, just as babies do as they start crawling. Getting the left brain and the right brain to talk together. The linear brain, which is the left one, begins to speak. The expanded brain of mystery, of energy that cannot be tapped only resourced, not bought or sold, but circulated. Keep that crossover movement going. Breathing in as you come up and out as you go down. So everything happens to a rhythm and a vibration. Last few. Now release down. If you're on the ground, completely release, relax, surrender. Hands facing up. Just imagining this circulating energy reaching places it may have not reached very easily before. Could be places that we've hidden from shame, angry places, hurting places. Allowing that same energy to circulate. Releasing your jaw, your face, your shoulders. Releasing the pressure from the head and the mind. Trusting that the river will flow. And return to its source. Now bringing yourself back. Stretch yourself how you need. Put your hands onto the wall of your back, stretching up, looking up. Thumbs around your waist, hands supporting your lower back. Shoulders back and down. Soft, face soft, head looking up. Feel the energy going into your heart. And releasing, deeply honoring all these circuits of energy as they flow. Sitting now with a quietened mind, where the energy is not focusing on fear-based things, but on it moving, circulating. Hands in Gyan Mudra, back straight. Eyes looking up to the brow point. Going to breathe in long and deep to Sat. And then releasing the breath to Nam. So as you breathe in, breath's coming up through all the chakras. Sat is truth. And as you breathe out, you feel it circulating back down. Notice where your tongue is in your mouth. And put the tip of the tongue up to the roof as far back as you can. Let your eyes go up. Everything is going back to the source of that river, letting it flow down. As you breathe in, so it evaporates and comes back to the source. Now as we focus on closing this allow the energy to flow like a river.
To the heart of the ocean.
And as you allow your whole body now to circulate this energy, move as the river moves, flowing.
In the water of your love, my blood flows like a river to the heart of the ocean, where my soul finds completion. In the water of your love, my blood flows like a river to the heart of the ocean, where my soul finds completion. In the water of your love.
And letting the energy settle. Know that we cannot destroy or create energy, it's there. And we expand because the universe expands. Bringing our hands into Prayer Mudra. We'll sing the Long Time Sun, followed by 3 Satnams. And I like to do the Long Time Sun, like imagining the sun shining over us. And we'll do it 3 times, once for ourselves, once for this community, and then once for the greater, larger community as we radiate out. So let's breathe in to begin. May the long time sun shine upon us, all surround us, and this pure light within us guide our way on. May the long time sun shine upon us all. May that pure light guide us, and that pure light within us guide our way on. May the long time sun shine upon us, all love surround us, and that pure light within us guide our way on, guide our way on. Breathe in. Sa Satnam. May we all be blessed.